After a beautiful weekend, signs of change showing up in the next 10 days. And guess what? We're headed back for a warm spell that will last several days. We had an unprecedented start to the month in terms of heat. And yet again, the warmer weather is moving back in. This was a look at the sunset over the University of Florida campus Sunday evening. See those high clouds coming in? That's a sign that something is about to change. And for us, it'll be the temperature. No longer the 40s at night and 60s during the day. We are going to start warming up. Already Sunday evening, the 24-hour temperature change was showing evidence of the warm up, 10 degrees warmer in Albany. Some clouds moving through, but no precipitation. High pressure still in charge. We are calm here in the south and east, but out to the west, a big storm cranking up here in the Intermountain West and the desert Southwest. This is going to move into the central U.S. and become a big troublemaker for the Central Plains and the Rockies and eventually the Northern Plains. Let me show you how the next 10 days will evolve. Here's the big storm Tuesday. Out ahead of it, severe weather and heavy rain. Behind it, cold wind, winter weather moving all the way down into the southern plains. But the storm, watch this, goes north into Canada. So the front, as it approaches Florida, will be much weaker. That's because this ridge of high pressure, just like it's done now for many weeks, will hold strong and fight off the strength of that front. We could get a brief cool spell late this coming weekend, early next week. That's the beginning of Thanksgiving week. But with the jet stream as flat as it is, it allows this ridge of high pressure to build back in. Another warm-up could be on the way by Thanksgiving Day itself. So here are the three big things over the next 10 days. Big time warm up over the next 3 days through Wednesday. Possible thunderstorms with the weakening front, and the next 10 days are overall still very warm. Speaking of warm, check it out this week. There are your forecasted highs. Wednesday, 87. Keep in mind, average is 74. Lows as warm as 72 Thursday morning. The average for this time of year, 51. Now, the front that will look very ominous to our west Wednesday will weaken when it moves in on Thursday. Notice a lot of the reds and yellows there going away. Still a good chance for a shower, maybe a thunderstorm on Thursday, then some drier weather comes in. Now, I want to give you some perspective here. The average date of a first freeze for Gainesville is November 30th. I can almost say with certainty we will not see that this year ahead of schedule. In fact, normally by now we've had a night or two in the 30s, and those are not in the forecast for the next 10 days. Here's the front I just showed you. Here's the cool down for the coming weekend, but if you notice, temperatures still above normal for this time of year. And there's that brief shot of cooler weather maybe for the beginning of Thanksgiving week. We may have a couple of nights in the 40s. All in all, a very warm 10-day forecast.